Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of couch potatoes in love that love watching the Clone Wars.
Yes, we do.
And so we're checking out Season 6, Episode 1, The Unknown. A clone trooper suffers a mysterious mental illness.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, getting back to the clones.
It's been a while since we had a clone-centered episode.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Looking forward to seeing, checking in on Ahsoka, seeing if if she's gonna pop up in this episode and what she's up to. So worried about her. Worried about Anakin, obviously. We know how it ends for him though.
I'm really curious to see. I mean, because the little one sentence description for this episode makes it sound like we're returning to sort of like the Clone Wars episodes of old. Like it's a very simple and straightforward kind of. Mm-hmm. Probably a Jedi mission or a clone mission type thing. But the last season's finale was just such a fundamental moment, I think, in the Star Wars universe, that obviously there is so much that's going to be lurking beneath the surface now. I don't think we can just go back to a simple episode. Like, too much is happening. Too much is going on with our characters. It's not going to be that easy. So I'm curious to see how they kind of handle that and launch us into this season.
Yeah. The truth about yourself is always the hardest to accept. Yeah. Especially when the truth's not so great. Marty Droid!
Thanks, brother. Oh, you won. You owe me a lot more than one.
Tiplar and Tippy, whatever the other one was.
Yeah.
She kind of reminds me of like the grown-up alien baby from Men in Black. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
That's what
that Will Smith would have helped give birth to.
Yep. Oh, I like them.
Yeah, I like that little smile.
Yeah, where have they been this whole time?
She was like, I know how to deal with them.
Ooh, Anakin had a bit of stank face going on.
Don't get too comfortable. This battle hasn't been won yet.
We must take this post before they arrive.
It's time for phase 2. They'll have to divide their forces to counter us, and when they do, Rex and I will press through the middle. If we time it right, we'll all...
I'm just too focused on their hair.
They seem very aquatic.
Yeah.
We'll need backup. My men are severely depleted.
Fives, you and Tup take 10 of your best men and support Master Tiplar.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah. I don't feel like myself.
What do you mean?
Follow me.
Jedi. What's the matter with you?
Nothing. I'm fine.
No, don't just let that go. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of murder bots.
Increase our defenses. We must
No!
hold them here.
The spider.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He has a bionic jowl now.
Oh no. We'll give you a cool character and then just kill him.
Jedi. Good soldiers follow orders.
Dude, what are you doing?
She just stood there and took it?
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Like, it seemed like she had a second to...
Destroyers!
To realize what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think she was going to kill him, but I thought her lightsaber, she would have destroyed his gun.
Yeah, me too.
You are responsible for Tup now. Get him back to base. I want answers.
The Jedi have withdrawn their forces. Contact Count Dooku. I have something he'll be very interested in.
Hate this little clicking.
The Republic forces are in full retreat. But this is not why you have contacted me, is it? It seemed that at the height of the conflict, a clone turned on his Jedi general, executed her. This action is unlike anything I have witnessed in their behavior as soldiers. It seemed as if the clone could not help himself. as if he was entranced.
Why would he do this?
I'm about to find out. How's he doing, Rex?
I'm not sure, General. It seems like he just snapped. What happened? What do you mean? Do you have any idea what you've done? Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. What is he talking about? Good soldiers follow orders. I have no idea. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Kill the Jedi.
Yeah, she's looking for an excuse to kill you.
We have to get him back to the medical bay before he hurts anyone else.
A clone trooper has executed one of the Jedi generals.
This is indicative of our programming. It is pertinent we ascertain if this is an isolated event. Seize the clone immediately.
Yes.
So he was executing Order 66 before he was supposed to.
You murdered General Tiplar. What? No. I don't understand. How could this happen? What's happening to me, Vibes? No!
Did you check all of his scans?
Well, all of his scans are clear. It seems he's had some sort of breakdown. Kix, you should know better. We've been through a lot together. He doesn't seem to remember what happened. It's like he's sick or drugged.
You mean the enemy could have made him do this?
There have been rumors that separatists have been trying to develop an anti-clone virus.
We aren't equipped for this type of situation. You'll have to be taken back to Camino. Only then will you have your answer. We are tracking clean. Calculating hyperspace jump in 5.
You're gonna get attacked.
Incoming craft. Abort jump.
Yep, they don't want you figuring out what's wrong with them. Damn.
Jesus.
Sound like they're like happy. Oh, not a good way to go.
Here they come! Blast them!
There you go. Let's oh.
Did a good job trying.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't just want to destroy them, they want to study and make sure.
General Skywalker, you are nearing the coordinates where we lost contact with the shuttle.
It doesn't look good. Looks like some buzz droids got on the hull and opened it right up. Strategically, this attack doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Something specific.
Top.
This makes me think of Alien Isolation. It's like dead bodies and the darkness.
Over here. This is Tubbs Gurney. The restraints have been cut.
They must be responsible for whatever's happening to him.
All I know is they went to great lengths to capture him.
We have got to get him back.
Yep.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
We have captured the clone, Count.
Send him to me immediately. Keep him alive.
Yes, sir.
It'll be just 3 of us going in.
Are you picking anything up on Tubbs' locator? I've got a faint signal, but it's hard to track.
Then we better hurry.
I've got a better signal. Tubb is heading this way.
That actually looks kind of fun.
I don't know. I'm not eager for space.
No, I mean, I'm not
kinda
eager for
scary
it,
for
but
me.
yeah. I mean, you'd always worry about floating away, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like nervous for them.
That's it. You guys can take him.
There he is, sir.
We'll have to work fast.
This is stretching it even for you, sir.
Rex, you're beginning to sound like Obi-Wan.
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but I'm just not sure Forrest and I would be around to see it happen.
Yeah.
Grappling gun. Good thinking.
Get ready to hold on.
Nice. Now you'd be really scared about floating away.
Would those suits survive hyperspace? Like a hyper jump?
I don't think they're gonna let it get to that.
Is there a problem?
We were experiencing some drag,
You were experiencing drag in the vacuum of space.
but it is gone now.
I almost felt a little bad for that murder droid.
Oh, you enjoyed that.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, now we're experiencing turbulence.
What do you know about this clone?
I am programmed to resist intimidation.
Fair.
Yeah.
Then you are useless.
How's he doing?
Not well. I think he's dying, sir.
We have to get him to Camino.
He's gonna die before they can discover anything.
At least there's the autopsy option then.
I want a full report from Camino. If Tup is the victim of some separatist plot, we have no idea of how widespread it already is.
Permission to come with you, sir. You may need help. You're to stay by his side at all times. I don't want any more slip-ups. Yes, sir.
Medical frigate 517, you are cleared for departure.
Good luck, boys.
Oh man. Thought I had more time. Went by quickly.
It did go by really fast. I was just gonna say the concept of this is absolutely terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That the separatists are now employing biological warfare to control the minds of the clones. I mean, that's dark.
Yeah, I mean the way they said it was that like they had already implanted something in them from the get-go, and that it was not meant to go off just yet. So that's like what makes me think of like, you know, that they had Order 66 and that this was yeah. So I'll be interested to see where this goes and how far they're able to uncover this plot.
I also my heart goes out to this poor clone because I think the idea of not being in control of your own mind is so terrifying. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, mental illness is such a devastating thing in this country for people who get diagnosed with things like schizophrenia and being bipolar, and just where they are not able to actually control themselves and are even potentially further fed like delusions and voices that aren't there and other. I mean, that is a level of scariness, especially if, as in this case, it makes you do something horrendous and you don't even understand what you did or how you could have done it or even believe possibly that you did it.
And they couldn't have introduced these sisters like earlier before they killed off one of them.
No.
And like I had like a nickname for them, the Double Tip Sisters and Double Tip Sis. It was gonna be I was gonna be really excited every time Double Tip came on. But no, not anymore. Now she's one tip.
Just
not as fun. Doesn't have the same ring. But props to them because to just introduce them, or I mean, maybe they were in another episode before. But we've seen characters before and we haven't like, you know, really remembered them. But just like in the little bit that they showed, that little like smile she gave as she lifted up the droids and then rolled up the bombs underneath them and everything. They just, I mean, you know, they had a cool look and design, and you liked them right away. So you were like sad when they died, when one of them died. So, I mean, I guess that was, in that sense, good job.
And when the one did die, I have to say I was very impressed with the restraint of the other. I was like, dang, she is a good Jedi. Because like to see someone that you love, a sister, get murdered right in front of you,
and not kill the person who did it.
I think a very natural human response is anger, revenge, retaliation, because you don't even have time to process the level of pain that you're in. And anger is one of those, unfortunately, one of those emotions that is very quick and easy to access.
Yeah.
And I mean, if somebody hurt somebody I love, like I know it would be hard to use the Force to lift them up and then just throw them against the wall. Like she could have done so much more, and she had the restraint not to. And even seemed to be with the rest of the clones and Anakin really seriously looking at him to analyze what was going on, which under the circumstances that she particularly was in, I think takes an extreme amount of compassion to be able to set aside the pain and the anger and analyze him in that way.
And we've had some Jedi who like just see the clone as fodder or whatever, or like, just soldiers, and others like Anakin that see them more as like, a brother in arms. And so it felt like maybe she had felt like that with the clones as well. And so she like knew this clone, and and that was probably the only reason like saving it. Otherwise, like that. So I feel like she had, like you said, it seemed like it was on the same side of everyone and had that respect. And so I feel like she was close with her men.
I also, going into this, had said that I was really curious how they were going to handle this episode, given that it felt like a callback to the episodes of old.
Yeah.
This is just another mission. And I think they did a good job, because even the music had a little bit of a darker tone to it.
Yeah.
The going into the ship and just seeing all the bodies and kind of that close on the one who's like looking up as they move. It was like just a something's gone awry mission episode, kind of in that formula of earlier episodes. But the tone of it was darker. They are handling this in the way that I would expect, which is the stakes are way up. We are in the trenches, and I was happy to see that. I don't exactly feel like all warm and fuzzy and happy inside watching Clone Wars right now, but I'm a lot more in it, because the plot has thickened, everything's getting a lot more serious, and so I am finding the episodes are going by faster. I am more like super hyper focused on them, or on the edge of my seat to figure out like what's going to happen next. And I love that, which is, I think, unexpected for Clone Wars for me. Because the way that I initially heard of Clone Wars, it seemed like it was an animated geared towards the like younger people who were super fans of Star Wars and just wanted more content. So it didn't feel like it would have perhaps the weight and the entertainment value of the Star Wars movies. And I think early on it kind of had that feel, not in a belittling way, but just in a, hey, this is just more Star Wars. You want more Star Wars? This is more Star Wars.
Yeah, more character development and stuff, and like
more characters, more planets, all that stuff, which was great and very entertaining. But this now feels kind of like in line with the Star Wars movies, where it really is getting real.
Well said. Let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our Clone Wars reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a link to our Patreon. Yay. You can also get our full watch-along reactions for that as well. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for the Clone Wars Season 6 now, Episode 1, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.